Premier League goals of the week, gameweek 29. Another week of Premier League action, another bunch of worldies for us to enjoy. Gameweek 29 featured results that look like they'll be huge for the final layout of the Premier League table at both ends of the standings. It's memorable for that in itself, but some of the goals only help that case. Here are the best strikes on offer this weekend. Ivan Toney's finish is as classy as ever, but this one is all about the assist from Christian Eriksen. Dane wrote a new chapter in his comeback story with this glorious cross which needed to be absolutely perfect in order to get through the Burnley defense. Of course, it was. Eriksen proved the difference for Brentford, who secured a 2-0 win after Toney added a late second from the spot. Thwack. Having spent a week listening to speculation about his Manchester United future, Cristiano Ronaldo responded in the best possible way. In Saturday's 3-2 win over Tottenham, he opened the scoring with this ferocious strike from range, but he wasn't done there. Ronaldo's second of the game came after a glorious pass from Nemanja Matic that nearly merited inclusion on this list, but we've gone for his third goal, the header that completed the hat-trick. The legendary striker leapt for a corner with the kind of ferocity and desire that you only see from Ronaldo and thumped an absolute bullet of a header past Hugo Lloris. He had to overcome Matt Doherty, whose sole focus was to throw Ronaldo off balance, but there was just no stopping Ronaldo. The actual finish here is pretty standard, but the build-up is just sublime from Chelsea. Jorginho's intelligence to create some space for himself is brilliant, as is his long ball through to Kai Havertz, but the silky German's first touch is what made this goal possible. Havertz stopped the ball dead and gave himself the simplest of finishes to seal a hard-fought 3 points against Newcastle. Daniel James looked set to be the man to make this list for Leeds, but Rodrigo had other ideas. James' control ended up falling to the feet of the onrushing Spaniard, who needed no touch before firing across a crowded penalty area and into Tim Krul's bottom corner. He may have profited from a little deflection, but we're not taking anything away from him. This goal is here for one thing and one thing only, limbs. The entire city of Leeds needed this goal from 19-year-old Joe Gelhardt, who started the move by winning a tough header and ended it with a compassed finish in the 94th minute of the game. Rafinha deserves credit for some good control and a nice move around the goalkeeper, but the best part of this goal are the absolute scenes in the crowd. Cacho Hernandez's first strike against Southampton nearly made the list because of some outstandingly awful defending from the Saints, but there was no messing about with his second. Juraj Kuka's whipped cross sailed over the entire Southampton backline and dropped perfectly on the boot of Cacho, who watched it every step of the way and timed his sweet volley to perfection. An enormous win for the relegation battlers and a goal that could prove to be a pivotal moment in Watford's season. The emotion behind Ukraine international Andriy Yarmolenko's strike against Aston Villa is something that may never be felt in the Premier League again. That's worth a spot in this list in itself. However, the actual goal? 4. Always capable of a moment of magic, Yarmolenko managed to control Said Benrahma's cross and opted for an unconventional outside of the boot snap shot which somehow found its way through a crowd and into the bottom corner to give West Ham the lead. As far as consolation goals go, they don't come much better than Jacob Ramsey's late strike for Villa. Emiliano Buendia's control is exquisite, and Ramsey didn't let him down after the cutback, smashing home a perfect strike from the edge of the box which left Lucas Fabianski with no chance. The goal counted for nothing in the grand scheme of things, but hopefully a spot on this list makes things a little better.